If I'm welcome back again to another video that you're not expecting. Are you expecting? So guys, there's Canada study visa is available. The package is available, and I have two, option A and option B. Right? They are different people. But then there is Kini Koko controlled by Etia Jaje. Right? So the thing is, there are two different people that does it, right? Yeah. One, okay. So the Canada study visa package, right? This package involves helping you with your admission process, your visa process, and then yeah. So the thing is, for the admission process, some of it, there are some schools that you just apply to anyhow and all of that. So this fee, it includes the agents, not agents, the person getting you a DILA designated school, a school that does not have how IRCC wahala and all of that, and then with your visa processing, which is like one of the most important, right? And then the next one is this pathway is eligible for 3 years post-study work visa, right? The person can help you. That's the package the person has. 3 years post-graduate work visa, sorry. And then what are the requirements that you need? You need your bank statement. You need your WAEC, you need your either WAEC, whether NECO, you need your HND, you need your BSc, you need your, bank statement is important because you have to send it to your school and all of that. So now, what other this thing? What's the tuition fee? The tuition fee actually ranges depending on your course, depending on the school they give you and everything. But it ranges between 15,000 to 22,000 Canadian dollars. It ranges, right? And I'll be telling you the way to use for this particular one. That is what the person told me, because I mean, was a conversion. So it ranges between 15,000 to 22,000 Canadian dollars, and then you should have another fee. You should have your bank statement is your 10,000 Canadian dollars living expenses. Do you understand that? So your tuition fee is between 15,000 to 22,000 Canadian dollars, and then your living expenses for 1 year is 10,000 Canadian dollars. So everything should be in your bank statement. Then if you're going with one extra spouse, then you should have 4,000 Canadian dollars extra. Yeah. If you're going with one extra child, you should have 3,000 Canadian dollars. So if you're going with, depending on the number of child you are going with, for every child, it should be 3,000 Canadian dollars. So let's say for a family of 4, the main applicants should have 15 to 22,000 Canadian dollars in his or her bank statement, and then the 10,000 living expenses, and then the spouse of that family of 4 would be 4,000 Canadian dollars, and then for their 2 children, that's 3,000 Canadian dollars. 3,000 Canadian dollars. All this money should be in the account of the main applicant. You got me? I'm sure you got me. So all this money should be in the account. So for spouse, your proof of fund is 4,000 Canadian dollars. For every extra children, it is 4,000 Canadian dollars. So another money that you're supposed to spend is visa fee plus biometric. Visa fee plus and biometrics for main applicant is 235 Canadian dollars, and for spouse is 340 Canadian dollars, and then for child is 100 Canadian dollars. You see these fees that I've mentioned, the person says you should use the rate of 350 naira to 1 Canadian dollar. So that is what you're using. So for example, the visa fee for the child that is 100 Canadian dollars, that is 100 times 350, that's 35,000 naira. So it's not like you're using bank rates. It's not as if you're using official rate. They have a rate. Under rate, that's 350 naira per 1 Canadian dollar. That is the rate you should use for this video, for this process. Because you see, this money, they belong to either your school or be your government or be any. That's the rate they say you should use for this one. So let me repeat myself. Visa fee plus biometrics. For main applicant, it is 235 Canadian dollars. For spouse, it is 340 Canadian dollars. For a child, it is 100 Canadian dollars. I hope you understand that. Then, so those are the expenses you have to incur on your own. Did I add medicals? Medicals is 46,500 per applicant. 46,500 naira per applicant. So those are the expenses you're incurring on as per applicant. And then now to but before we go to like I said, there are two persons working on this, and they are both Canadians, right? I call them option A and option B. Option A, right, it charges $2,000 to help you with your admission process, and visa process. It charges $2,000. So something about option A or option A person is the tuition fee. You say your tuition fee should be in your accounts, but you can, some schools will tell you to pay deposit of, I'll be typing it on the screen, deposit of maybe 2,000 Canadian dollars or 3,000 Canadian dollars or anything, right? You don't have to pay your tuition fee for option A. And then option A, if I'm chatting with him, he gives faster response. So that means if I give you option A contacts, you see faster response. He replies very fast. You people are nice to say that Canadians are very slow, especially if they are very slow. So this one responds very, very, very fast, right? So this one charges 2,000 Canadian dollars. Sorry, $2,000. That is how much you are paying them. But then my own referral fee is 700K to give you this person's contacts. Before I fast forward, and the thing is, this option A, it deals with special clients and normal clients. What I mean by special client, like there are some people that they have gap years, maybe they've not studied in 10 years, in 50 years, and people that has age gap, like older applicant, maybe they are 52, they are 62, and they want to come and study. People that had previous visa denied, you see all those people that have comma something. This one, that's his area of specialty. So if you have age gap, study gap, visa denial, this is the best person, and he has a whole lot of success stories. In fact, I don't know. That's his area of specialty. Anything that happened to you in this life, he deals with people. This is not to say it doesn't deal with normal applicant, though. It deals with normal, but if you have any comma, any but in your life, option A is the perfect for you. Then for option B, and then for me to give you option A contacts, my service charge referral fee is what? 700,000 naira. Yeah, if you feel like it's expensive, is this, you already know the deal. Google for your own. Very simple as that. Yeah, so 700K to give you this option A contact to help you with your study and all those gospels. And again, so like I said, option A actually charges $2,000, right, for your study permit for main applicants. For spouse, it charges $500. For every child, it charges $400. I hope you understand that. So for a family of 4, prepare $2,000, $500, $400. So for child, it takes $400. For spouse, it takes $500. And then for main applicant, it takes $2,000. And then for me, my service charge, whether you are spouse, whether you are children, you know, consign me, shall pay me my own referral fee, 700,000 naira, and I'll give you his contact. And you people know this referral, this thing. And after you pay me and I've given you the person's contact and you've confirmed that the person is legit and everything, there are some documents I will send you to confirm the legitimacy of this person. Once you confirm me and you will not have any business together. It's not my duty to do follow up or to do this thing. So that's what I'm telling you, that option A, he has faster response. It's now both of you. But the only reason I'll give you that money back is if you are unable to confirm that this person is legit. There are some documents after payment. There are some things I will send you. I can't be saying everything in the video. You understand? When you come and pay me my 700K, I will send you those things. You go and see that this person, this person too is tied to the Canadian government. And I used to tell you, when you're doing your application, right, in as much as you can DIY, there's this special person tied to the Canadian government that they kind of, I don't know, say somebody said that I was lying, and I said it's just like if something happened to you now, let's say police get you arrested, maybe for false accusation and everything, and they're asking you that what happened, and you're trying to explain, it's Kinikon, and then instead of you to explain, you now call the lawyer, right? Which one do you think they will take serious the most? Because there was one time that I made that video that there are third parties that Canada approves. One mumu was telling me that is a lie. Canada is saying you should DIY yourself. That he's lying. Me. Academics, I'll come online to come and lie for people to collect how much into your loan. The mumu say I'm lying. So this is me making this simple explanation. If a police actually accost you and then accuse you for something and they took you to their station and then you're trying to prove yourself and then police accost somebody else and then the person invites his or her lawyer, who do you think they will take more serious? Tell me. In as much as you can defend yourself, you can explain yourself, you can explain that not be me doing more Kiniko. But then compare with somebody that actually has a lawyer. I don't even have to talk. My lawyer does the talking. So do you understand that simple analogy? To that mumu that left that comment that he's like, not me. People know that I don't need to lie. I will tell you as it in say in Canada you apply yourself, you do it. Obviously Canada allows for DIY, but we still have some people that are recognized by the Canadian government to do your application for you. And me, I will actually advise, just like the analogy I've given, if you go and DIY yourself, if you go and defend yourself, you just be talking, they will just say, wait till they talk. Then when you take somebody that is, just like holding a lawyer with you to the police station, it gets faster this thing than not just any lawyer, because there are some lawyers in the past. There's some lawyers that are, wait, are you sure say you pass through law school? Because me guy can defend myself past them. I mean the ogbologbo lawyers, so the real lawyers. So there are some lawyers that it's better you do it yourself. Gone. They are not lawyer, they are law. They are not even law, gone. They are law. So depending on the lawyer you are going with you. So that's what I'm saying. You can do it yourself, but if you're not doing it yourself, you can take all these people that are recognized by the Canadian government to actually apply for you. So those are the people that I am dealing with. And that's why I said after paying your service charge, if you notice that this guy you're lying, they are not clinical, I'll give you your money back. You see, I'm making it in a video. So option B actually charges 500 Canadian dollars, and then it deals with normal applicants, right? If a normal applicant is your first time applying and everything, and then this option B person, it says you pay all your tuition fee at once. All your tuition fee at once. And then another thing about option B is the response of this option B is kind of slower, right? And then another thing about option B is slower response. So for option B, my service charge for option B is 300k only. 300k only. Yeah. But then overall, I'll kind of advise people to actually go for option A, because this option B, I don't know, depending on your pocket, depending on what you can do, because I just feel like that slow response, and because option A is telling me to pay all my school fees, I don't know, I shall tell you anyone that you want, bring it. If it's option B you want 300k service charge, if it's option A 700k service charge, and if you feel like this money is too much, you already know the deal. You know where to find yours cheaper. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.